Hey everybody, this is Tali Berman and welcome to my video blog today. And today actually I'm doing a series of 4. And this series of 4 is on autism and education. And I'm really excited about sharing this with you because this is something for me that's really shifted in terms of what I teach and how I teach since I began working with families 1997, basically 20 years ago. And I want to start by sharing a story. So there was a family that I work with who might be watching this video right now in Norway. I watched a video of her with her son, her 11-year-old son, and she was beside him reading a book. Now the book was like a hardcover, each page was sort of cardboard, thick cardboard. There were probably about 6 or 7 pages in the book. It was sort of a toddler style book about fire engines. And she's sitting beside him and she's reading to him and he's cuddling and he's enjoying. And the book is basically something like, here comes the fire truck, wee, 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 and here comes the firemen. Run, 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 and they get out their hose, and it's very animated, and there's this very sweet interaction happening with the two of them. But as I'm watching, I'm thinking, this kid is capable of so much more. He has an intelligence that I know is not being tapped into, and likely a curiosity and interest in topics that are way at a way higher level and much more at his age-appropriate level. So remember, he was 11 years old, and the book they were reading was probably meant for like a 2 or 3-year-old. So I talked to this mom about it, and I said, let's change the content. Let's really give your child a proper education. And so I just want to share, this is probably about a year ago, and she just sent me a video that is so night and day from where she started. She was sitting down with a science book with him and reading to him about puberty, about adolescence, about how our body changes, about setting proper boundaries and the importance of setting proper boundaries, about homosexuality. I mean, she was getting into very mature, very sophisticated topics, and he was right there. And it was so moving for me to see how much more knowledge he has access to now, how much more he is learning, and how much more respect that must feel for him to be able to be taught in that way. So this is a kid now who is learning at a totally different level. And so what I want to share with you today is using that story to demonstrate why it's important to educate your child with autism. When I say educate, I mean give your child access to knowledge so that your child can acquire the kind of knowledge that all kids his or her age acquire. Now, how is this different than when I used to teach? I used to teach in a model that was much more focused on relationship and interaction, focusing on that primarily with the idea that once your child became much more interactive, all those academic skills will come more easily. And so the focus wasn't there at all. And though I do agree that relationship is key and relationship is fundamental, and that interaction is key, interaction is fundamental, I also know that that process can take time. And in the meantime, a child also has a desire to learn. And that actually, what I didn't realize is that children really want to learn. Right? And so we don't want to rob them of that opportunity. And so I began doing a lot more teaching about helping your child get educated, helping your child have access to knowledge. Knowledge is power. And I have seen an incredible impact with children when that began to happen. So this is something that is a little bit more recent in the last, I'd say, year or 2. And I want to share that with you today. So what we're going to do in this 4-part series is first start with why. Why is it important to educate your child, to give your child with autism an education and an opportunity to have access to knowledge? So I have about 4 reasons here. And the first one is to help your child cultivate a positive sense of self and develop a self-esteem. So I've talked about this in my self-esteem videos before about teaching to your child's true intelligence. When your child can see that you believe in his intelligence, you believe in his intelligence so much so that you're going to teach at the level you believe he's capable of learning, then you really help to build your child's sense of self. He sees that someone believes in him to that capacity. So number 1, it's important as a way to help your child build a positive sense of self and self-esteem. Number 2, because your child has a right to learn, just like any other child, and we don't want to get in the way of your child accessing that basic right. That's number 2. Number 3, and here's an interesting one. When your child already might have a susceptibility to anxiety, right? Or making sense of the world that can be seemingly chaotic. And at the same time is not being taught some of the basic concepts like the days of the week, the months of the year, when holidays come, how the weather works, how your body works, how our bodies grow and change, then it makes the world seem even more chaotic and unpredictable because your child just doesn't understand how it works. So by actually teaching your child the basics of all those topics I just described and more, it helps also reduce your child's anxiety because he can begin to understand things that and sort of make sense out of what was once seemingly chaotic. And here's an interesting fourth reason. The fourth reason is the more knowledge your child has access to, the more his curiosity can begin to develop. And when his curiosity begins to develop, then there's more of a desire to communicate. There's more desire on your child's end to investigate, to ask questions, to share thoughts, to share opinions, to want to know more. But we first want to help create that curiosity like we would with any child at any age to help want to understand and learn more. And that curiosity can be a very important driving force for your child's communication growth as well. So those are some really basic reasons of why it is important if you haven't been prioritizing giving your child access to knowledge, learning in the way that other kids his age might. This whole video is about shifting that and making this a priority and giving your child access to knowledge at peer level so that he can learn and grow. And you might be thinking, but my kid's not going to understand that. And my real statement, my real hope is that believing that he can, even if he looks like he's not paying attention, even if he has to stim while you're reading to him, or we'll get into more technicalities soon, to trust that his intelligence might be hard for him to demonstrate, but it's in there. And we want to access that. We want to speak to that so he can develop the positive sense of self and have the right to an education like every other child. So that's the first video. Why is it even important? And in the upcoming videos, we'll talk a little bit more about how. But first, I'd love to hear from you. What is one thing you're taking away from this video today? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Why not? If you're watching this anywhere other than my blog, hop on over to www.taliberman.com. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below.